Welcome, welcome, welcome back to the Thaumaturge with your Victor with a W, Woody Login. And it is 2025. I'm so happy you're here. Let's jump back into our adventure. Here we go. We're at this party. We went outside. We talked to some ladies, found out some information, and now we're supposed to be going up. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna do a little recap here. Make sure there's nothing around. There's not. All right. Let's go upstairs here. What do we got? I know they're telling us to go that way. That's locked. That's locked. Okay. Everywhere's locked. Hello. Hello. Nice to see. Okay. Whoa.
Mr. Shulsky?
Look at this guy.
I didn't expect to see you here, of all places.
You don't know how very flattering that is. And what brings you to the Imperial?
The cream of Warsaw society is here, so I thought it would be worth showing my face.
That's not
With
true.
a name
but...
like yours, I'm sure you fit right in. After all, someone must have invited you.
I'm not worthy. My sister brought me along out of pity, I think.
And so, Miss Ligia is here too.
Easy there, Ivan.
Why do that?
Easy.
No reason. What are you hoping for this evening?
Who knows? Maybe I'm keeping an eye out for the future Mrs. Shulska.
Best of luck. You'll need it, since Ligia ended up with the entire inheritance.
How do you know all these things?
People talk, I listen. That's all.
And what are you doing here, Mr. Konieczkin?
I'm passing the time.
Ah, curious hobby.
I'm simply interested in people.
A doctor, thaumaturge, or policeman could say the same.
Your interest flatters me. Who knows? Maybe the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree, and someday we'll even be friends.
How well did you know my tree?
We enjoyed talking and lending one another a hand.
Who did you say you were to my father?
A
Not
trusted
sure how to
acquaintance.
Deal
I
with this
supported
guy.
him with good advice. Though truth be told, he rarely needed it. Your father had a gift for making good decisions.
According to
Which
you.
of my father's decisions would those be?
Ones that were good for your family. Perhaps we'll have the chance to return to this another time.
Oh, is you walking out
Goodbye,
on me?
Mr. Shulsky.
Yes,
Really?
I'm
Huh. Okay, didn't love that. Let's check out the party. This is the actual party. Remember the... Yeah, let's do some searching first.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
A seance table covered by a red cloth. The fabric of the tablecloth is permeated with wariness and nervousness. The emotions are fresh and clear. They've just traveled from Samara's fingertips as she held her palms there to avoid biting her nails from stress. Was it me who had that effect on her? And here, a mysterious book. Quickly jotted words, nervous browsing, illegible notes, and something else. A deed I cannot find. Something is obscuring it from me, as if the book doesn't want to be read. Strange. Whoa.
Maybe that's enough. What do you want?
Whoa.
The trick with entering someone's head. I know one person who can do that.
You're not much of a thaumaturge if you can't. Have you come here to torment me? Unmask me?
I don't see any fun in unmasking you.
So what do you want?
is not only a mysterious psychic, but also a Thaumaturge. Aware of the wild Salutar's presence, she wants to capture him for herself, so she's not happy to have another Thaumaturge around. She's clearly determined to get the Salutar, which is why she's trying so hard to dissuade me from the hunt. I'm just gonna...
I noticed a wild Salutar here. I understand your being here has something to do with him in particular.
Keep your nose out of this,
Whoa.
Why?
because I'm warning you.
What do you know about this Salutar? Do you know its name?
Don't you?
A name doesn't tell us much anyway. All that matters is picking out the person in this crowd with the flaw.
I know perfectly well who carries the flaw. Another reason for you to stay out of it.
The person with the flaw attended the seance, right? So I'm on the right track.
Have you finished?
So should we finish up?
That would be best. And listen to me carefully, Mr. Whatever your name is.
Wow.
Shulski, but you can call me Victor.
Victor with a W.
Now, Mr. Shulsky, you will vanish like a bad dream, and I will get back to work.
Huh. Okay. Champagne glasses. The lips that sipped the champagne a moment ago kept uttering cutting words of contempt. Someone clearly regrets marrying the alleged idiot Louisa, but I doubt she is an idiot in this relationship. She's the idiot in this relationship. I do have my sister to talk to. Oh, it's this idiot right here. It's this. What a shame. All right, so let's talk to Ligia.
Here you are.
So it's this guy on the right,
Meet my brother.
in the tux, the black
Victor
tux, I
Shulsky.
believe.
The last Shulsky to wear trousers. You don't know that. Miss Ligia could yet produce an heir to the fortune.
Maybe even with me, if she doesn't tell my wife.
Ew.
But let's talk like
Creepy.
men. You
I think you
intend
already
to take
are.
over your father's company, correct?
Glogowski.
First, I suggest you mind your own business. Your marriage, for instance. Perhaps Louisa isn't the ninny you take her for.
I beg your pardon?
Hasn't it occurred to you that when you leave her at home, she might also take advantage of her solitude?
What are you suggesting?
You've got a cuckold's horns. Was I being too subtle?
Oh, damn.
I suppose it's true what they say about you.
Well, dude, you were just talking about banging my
Yes?
sister in front of me.
What's that?
You've lost your mind.
Thank you. I've worked long and hard at that.
Good luck with your business, miss.
She gonna be mad at me.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Have I crossed the line?
Nonsense. Any progress with Svetlana?
I mean, yeah.
I've taken a long, deep look at Samira. She's no medium. Samira is a thaumaturge on the hunt.
On the hunt?
I want to be
Madame
honest
has
with her, I
spotted
think.
a salutar that's attached to one of the guests.
Yep.
What kind of salutor?
Remember those fairy tales Mother used to read us? And the legend of the golden snake?
Yes, Veles.
Yes. I'm glad you're here.
Are you also hunting for him?
I admit I like to have him. I haven't made up my mind.
Be careful.
I am. That's why I haven't made up my mind.
Huh.
Sofia
We're just gonna go down the
Skala,
list
Governor
here.
General's daughter.
We gotta
You
collect
know
some
her.
intel.
No, and I don't suggest you make her acquaintance
Really?
either.
Why?
Skawon can't stand thaumaturges.
Guess who I
Let's
ran
mention
into
Konichkin.
again? All mysterious and carved up.
Ivan Konieczkin?
What do you know about him?
Not much. He was an acquaintance of Papa's. Well, in theory, it's thanks to him that we're here.
What? Ligia?
I know that nothing comes for free, but he really didn't want anything.
Yeah, he looks like a real altruist.
There you go. Hit her with it.
You enjoying yourself in this viper's den?
The vodka is quite tolerable. I'm observing my own brother taking out his anger on ordinary mortals.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what?
Really? Because I heard a certain conflict took place in the forecourt.
Bro, they started
They
that.
started it.
Yeah.
I was just defending your honor.
Yep.
Again?
I'm going.
I'm going. Yes, I was defending your honor again. I'm going to talk to them, but I want to see what else I have. Oops. Is there anything else? Oh, what's this? The powder room. Nothing in here? Alright. Where is my fan? She wants to know. Let's have some cognac and draw a picture about it. There's your fan. And in the Viper's Den. Alright, let's talk to this group.
And the general says to him, "Tell us something funny." Then Bautsky replies, "General, why don't you shoot a cannon first?"
That's a good one. I'll have to tell it tomorrow at the Orloffs. Who might this be joining our conversation?
You know, sir, your face looks familiar to me.
My name is Viktor Szulski.
Ah, yes, I can see something in your eyes. I was sorry to hear about your father.
I'll see you next time, darling. Wonderful party. See you there.
Everyone's out? Alright. This is awkward.
I think I've offended the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
This is hardly the creme de la creme. How do you find my soirée?
I admit I'm getting reacquainted with the social scene.
You spent a long time traveling, didn't you?
I did.
15 years. Over that time, I got used to harsher surroundings.
Believe me, drawing rooms can be just as dangerous as untamed steppes. You've met Anastasia and Marina. What about the others?
Well, I called out the one
I've already met several distinguished guests.
that I called a cuckold.
Madame Samira definitely stands out.
That's true.
She is exceptional, isn't she? Her presence is the crowning glory of the evening. Has anyone else caught your eye?
Ivan Konieczkin, for instance. Apparently, he knew my father.
How remarkable. I wasn't aware. Konieczkin is something of a secretive person. And have you yet had occasion to meet the debutants of this season?
I'll be sure to seek them out.
This evening, Sofia Skowan herself is to grace us with her presence.
Well, well.
Well,
I suggest you move quickly. The competition is fierce.
How is it being
let's find out
part
some
of
more.
the
A little bit
Tsar's
more.
court?
It is a blessing and a curse. Forgive me if I do not elaborate.
That's alright.
The crux of the matter is that I'm here because of my father. You knew him.
That doesn't sound like a question. Of course, I was his customer. I truly am sorry for you, both of you. The death of someone close is always a dreadful blow.
That's true.
Please accept my condolences.
Let's keep
Svetlana
keep pushing.
Petrovna, I must insist. Can you tell me something more about my father?
Mr. Szulski, I assure you we have the most delectable vodka. Besides that, I warmly encourage you to join Madame Samira's séance.
I think that's
It
going to
will be
be
an
the
unforgettable
battleground,
experience.
to be honest. But here we go. We'll find out.
I wonder, is that truly everything our soiree can offer you?
I've got no choice but to suffer through tonight.
No need to mince words.
Okay. Refuses to talk openly with me. Maybe she's anxious about all the gossip-hungry ears around us. Still, I can feel she wants to tell me something. I should watch her surroundings closely. Maybe I can learn something that way. I thought that we... It said follow her thoughts. Sorry. Where did I miss where she went? Oh, there's something. What's this? There we go.
I felt something. Where is it?
Tiled stove. There's some soot and remnants of a burned letter on the cast iron. Her usual steady hands were shaking as her eyes followed the written words. He was watching her. She already knew that. But how dare he threaten her? Agitated, she threw the note in the furnace. Too bad she couldn't get rid of the stalker that easily. The remains contain the author's concern about Svetlana's condition, expressed in a seemingly kind-hearted tone. The message ends with a veiled threat foreshadowing a desire to interfere. Travel chest. Though it looks new, probably heavy, the chest is kept at the ready. Svetlana's personal items were put into the chest, then removed, all due to her growing anxiety and uncertainty. Should she pack up and leave? Again, a restless hand closes the empty chest and decides to keep waiting. So this is her. In the bed, silk pillows. The silk is soft and cool to the touch. The fabric carries a memory of a yearn for lightheartedness, passion, and a sense of security. Two people found solace in each other here. Two people, Svetlana and my father. There you go. The silk remembers. It remembers the tentative planning, the recurrent doubts, the peaceful sense that everything was as it should be, and other chaotic thoughts caused by passionate intoxication that I'd rather not know. Okay, and then off in here. String of pearls, one could buy a small town with. The affection and gratitude of one woman covered by the shame of another. Though an honest gift from the Tsarina, Svetlana feels guilty every time she sees it. Okay, so we're getting closer. Melted candle. Solidified wax carries the memory of the honest grief mixed with fear. However, those emotions were quickly concealed with a well-practiced composure. This candle is the best farewell to the deceased that Svetlana could afford. So here we go. Big. No wonder Svetlana was reluctant to talk, as if she's afraid someone watching her closely, especially if that someone knows a lot about her, or maybe even her pent-up desire to escape. Besides, she had an affair with my father. Maybe I can make her confide in me. Then I'll ask her what I came here for, the Black Grimoire. Just seeing, is there anything... I know, I already did that, but we're just going to check it one more time. Oh, there's a balcony. Go out the balcony? Do we talk to her again? Here? Do we know enough?
I was looking for you.
Do you smoke, Mr. Shulsky?
I've quit.
In light of our approaching conversation, why don't we dispense with the pleasantries? Call me Svetlana.
Okay.
Victor.
Ask.
You two had an affair.
Two grown-up, lonely people found momentary comfort in each other's arms. But romance wasn't behind that relationship. It was just that we were both looking in the same direction.
I didn't have the chance to get to know him as a person, much less one who'd show such emotion.
You mean love? That?
Was it love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
I miss him. That's all.
I know.
What do you mean by looking in the same direction? That large travel chest. You changed your mind.
About whether or not to pack.
Yeah.
Right then, I wanted to escape badly, but that would have had its own consequences.
Hmm.
In this game of false appearances, I'm the best.
The burned note. Who sent it? I only sensed underhanded kindness.
Da, the Ochrana. I don't know which one of them exactly, if that's what you're asking. I've worked hard at it.
I don't think we've heard that word. Let's ask
The
about that.
Ochrana?
It stands for Отделение по охранению общественной безопасности и порядка. In other words, the secret police.
Well, there you go.
I know what they are. I'd like to know what they want.
Knowledge. The Tsar's eyes and ears must be on guard. They infiltrate not only the city, but most importantly, the court.
Hmm.
And me and my soirees too, I'm sure.
When did you receive this note?
A few weeks ago, back before your father.
I
Died.
see. I still don't know how this lovely note ended up in your hands. But in addition, I found a lovely strings of pearls, and on it, your feelings of guilt.
Your power is terrifying. Do you know that?
Tsarina Alexandra gave you those pearls. You two are close.
I am her confidant. I could call her my friend. I see how much she devotes to her family and the nation.
Hmm.
Yet something has changed. Your feelings of guilt.
Yeah.
Do they have something to do with Tsarina Alexandra?
With the whole empire, Ruski mir im podawaj. We, the establishment, perceive the need for change. We want reform. The Colossus is already teetering, but if it falls... La guillotine, mon chéri. But I want to live, Victor.
Hmm.
Ideally, closer to the west.
Where was my father in all this?
I feel like I want to.
Willingly or otherwise.
I
He was
wanna- I
part of the
wanna know more.
establishment that wanted change and could see revolution before it arrived.
The Ochrana knew about you, hence the note.
They must have noticed something.
Hmm.
Isn't it time you told me why you really came to my swamp?
Yeah, because I'm out of options otherwise. Wow. No, I'm not.
Do you think the Ochrana killed my father?
Your father was crushed by a building. I don't think that's how the Ochrana works.
Perhaps you're right. What do you intend to do now?
Nothing. The soirees will continue. Society has come to expect it. Everything will stay the same.
Hmm.
I myself shall manage.
Okay. Well, now we're
I
here.
hoped you might know something about the Black Grimoire. My father left it to me in his will, but the grimoire has gone missing.
No. And the collapsed building? Have you been there?
There's nothing there.
My dear boy, I know nothing about Stanisław's book. I'm sorry, but I can't help you there. But I will not let you leave empty-handed. I strongly believe that there's one place you ought to visit. What you find there belongs to you.
Thank you.
No, thank you for listening.
I don't. Well, what did? Okay. She's like, "There's one more spot you should visit." Letters. Father's letters to Svetlana were very tender and romantic. I would not have expected this from him. If these letters had fallen into the wrong hands, they could have done a lot of damage to the lovers. Okay. She just say, I think I'm gonna faint? Sir, I'm not like that. Oh. Okay. What's happening here?
Veles. Don't run away.
Splendid ladies, distinguished gentlemen, the hour is at hand.
Okay.
With lights dimmed and the curtains drawn, the souls of the dead slowly gather among us. On their command, I will give the chosen among you a tarot card as your invitation to the table.
Wonder if I'm gonna get one.
For you, sir?
What did you get? Tarot card number 0, the Fool. The card almost burns with the emotions left on it. The Thaumaturge must have put all the hostility she could summon into the card. Hostility toward me. Maybe I will join the seance soon, if only out of spite. Let's examine the card here.
Fool. Our dear madame is fooling around and thinks you can scare me off. I'm done wasting time on this.
Let us gather in secret ritual. Let's not keep the souls waiting too long. Let us also make every effort together not to spoil their visit.
Well, this is not going to go well, right? She asked to cover the windows and dim the lights. The seance requires a certain aura, so the apartment must be kept in darkness until it's over. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Okay, so arranging an unruly strand of hair, she was thinking of Teofil Skalski, madly in love with her, willing to do anything for her, so she gave him an impossible task. Trying to comply, he set off for Africa and died tragically, squandering his family's fortune. Joy drifts over the mirror's surface. Her heart throbs when everyone is looking. When her name echoes everywhere, Sophia. So what if some lose their heads for her literally? It only makes for better stories. Hold on, we got more to examine here. Full of cigarette butts, this ashtray is. The smoking was accompanied by a joyful conversation. Sophia's friends were happy she came with them, despite her father's ban. They like to watch her clever intrigues that provide them with topics for gossip. These cigarette butts have women lip marks on them. If only their fathers saw what they were doing. Sophia spreads her wings when she is out of her father's sight. Watching her scheming is sheer pleasure. Oh. Yeah. The chair. A frustrating thought penetrated Sergei's mind as he sat on the chair, watching Sophia from afar. Why did Sophia suddenly start ignoring him? He would do anything for her if he asked. The problem is that Sophia won't speak at all. She takes no notice of him anymore. Oh, it's just clipping. Okay, I thought I saw red there, but it was just this clipping through. Okay. We do need... I'm wondering if there's another... No. Just wanted to make sure. There was another clue on the balcony somewhere. Hey, Mr. Victor, over here. I know, I'm coming. Hold on. Is there any reason to go out here? Let's just look. I want to make sure these are both locked still. Yep, they are. Okay. Let's go back. Back to the party. Let's talk to Sophia here.
Mr. Shulsky, may I have a word?
How can I help?
My friends and I are just playing Truth Order, and now it's my turn. Won't you dazzle me with your powers?
Your father would not be thrilled about you playing games with the Thaumaturge.
Maybe that's precisely the point. To keep violating his wishes?
Daughters, man.
First, please tell me the rules of this game.
Of course, I'm being silly. After all, you've been away a long time.
I mean, it's
It's simple. Each player, in turn, must admit a truth or accept a dare. Anyone who doesn't must drop out of the game and thereby loses. And I don't like to lose.
I would guess that to you, a dare would be the lesser of two evils.
How very perceptive. It involves finding out my comrades' secrets. Irina, Maxim, or Sergei. The trick is that you're cleverer at it than I am.
Your companions don't have anything against a little ruse like this?
It's not deception, it's resourcefulness. In theory, there's no rule against asking for help.
Oh, she's a loophole Larry.
Please don't make me beg, Mr. Shulsky.
Let me see what I can find. Will any secret do?
Any. I'll wait anxiously for your return.
Okay.
I'll take a look around.
There's a lot of clues in this apartment here. So, she sat on the sofa watching the crowd, usually flirtatious and playful. She felt an overwhelming emptiness at that moment, which was something new for her. A feeling of loneliness, a need to belong. It only lasted a moment, and then she grinned and continued the same old charade. A decorative vase that's on the piano. The vase reflects the strong emotions bubbling up in Sergei. Jealousy mixed with fear. Jealousy directed at me as he considers me his rival. Fear that Sophia will ignore him when I'm around. Sergei can't stop thinking about Sophia. He cares about her so much he's willing to do anything for her. He can't understand why Sophia doesn't reciprocate his feelings, which frustrates him. He considers me a rival admirer. Plucked leaves. Someone has nervously plucked palm leaves. Irina wound leaves around her finger with abandon or plucked them discreetly, immersed in thought. Sophia charade and Maxim. She might walk up to him, but no, she won't. Hesitant, she eventually failed to make a move. Hesitancy provides Irina for making a decision. She feels torn. She would like to indulge herself and spend some time with Maxim, but she cannot make a move. Thus, in limbo, she's in limbo, going over all the possible scenarios in her head. Okay, what else? What else? What else? Empty glass. Numerous empty glasses indicate someone here is a fast drinker. Sip by sip, Maxim swigs alcohol as he watches the surroundings, focusing mainly on the ladies and longing for companionship. Irina's looking pretty today. Well, there we go. Maxim is lonely, as we all are from time to time. He tries to drown his feelings in alcohol, but the effect is the opposite of his intentions. His attention is drawn by Sophia Scalen's friend, Irina. Alright, so we now know that those two that like each other, at least she's longing for companionship, and Maxim is scared to do anything. He's drinking that liquid courage, though. Alright, let's see if we have enough. We should,
They're
right?
getting impatient. What have you found out?
We have everybody's secret. What do we do here?
Maxim only has one thing on his mind. Miss Irina.
Oh, I knew it! Might Irina return his interest?
Miss Irina would like to get to know Maxim better, but she keeps hesitating.
What? She never told me. Some friend she is.
Oh, I was wondering where you'd gone off to.
You know Sergei, don't you?
We're already acquainted.
Mr. Shulsky and I have completed my extra difficult dare together.
At your service.
Now time for truth. Are you seeing anyone?
Meaningful question. Sophia seems to be toying with me. She keeps boldly asking about my private matters, looking for strength in her impertinence. I only wonder if she's toying with Victor Shulsky, the person, or the Thaumaturge. The scheming of Scalen's daughter has made her the elite's favorite. Her plots provide distraction and make up the content of a keenly spread gossip. At the moment, I'm the object of her game. She's teasing me despite her father, who hates Thaumaturges. Or is it just a charade to mask her loneliness?
Maybe we should not reveal all our secrets to one another right away.
Mr. Shulsky, our time is up. Sophia and I must leave for the seance. Madame is waiting.
Can I point
Thank
out
you
his?
once more.
See you.
See, I should have paid closer attention there. I wonder if I should have given away Sergei's. I wonder if that would have flipped her faster.
She seemed like such an innocent girl, didn't she? Unless you count sending her admirer on a deadly trip to Africa. It's no coincidence she focused on me. After all, old Scowan hates Thaumaturges.
It's true.
The little scamp.
The little
If I
scamp.
want to discern that little schemer's flaw, I'll have to join that sepulchral table. Either her scheming or her jealous knight in shining armor will help me identify her flaw. I hope her father doesn't find out.
Do you, though? After the game of Truth or Dare, something flickered around Sophia Scalen. A flaw induced by scheming. It fits, after all. Sophia has a fondness for high society and playing games. So Velis, the inciter, is lured by the flaw of the schemer Sophia Scalen. In order to capture him, I'll have to play by the rules here, which means I'm exposing Sophia to some stirring experience. I sense that a scandal is inevitable. Wow. Okay. Well then, I tell you what, before we jump into the seance, I'm going to call this. This is episode 10 of our first time playthrough of the Thaumaturge, and I've been your Victor with a W, Witty Login, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves.